Hello and welcome back to Swatkids, the hub for exploring interesting topics like physical literacy and sports science. Today's topic is early specialization in sports. So let's dive in and explore what exactly it is and how does it impact young athletes. Early specialization is when young athletes intensively focus on a single sport from a very young age, sometimes as early as 5 to 6 years. This approach is often driven by the goal of achieving elite level performance. However, it is a strategy which is surrounded by debate among sports scientists, coaches, and physical education instructors. Sports such as swimming, figure skating, and gymnastics need early specialization. Why is that so? This is because these sports need body types which need to be developed during the early stages of physical growth. For instance, gymnasts need flexibility, balance, and strength, which are best developed during the early stages of development. Similarly, swimmers and figure skaters rely on muscle memory, which is developed earlier on in their careers. In contrast, team sports such as basketball, football, and individual sports like athletics benefit from a multi sport approach. This is because these sports require a wide range of physical and strategic skills, which can be best honed through wide range of experiences. Diversification in sports for young athletes helps in the development of various muscle groups, increases overall athleticism, and reduces the risk of injury due to repetitive strain. Now you might ask, what about racket sports? Early specialization in racket sports like badminton, tennis, squash, etc., is not recommended either. Firstly, focusing on a single sport from a very young age can lead to overuse injuries. Because of the repetitive motions involved in sports such as tennis, badminton, squash, etc., which could lead to overuse of the muscles and the joints involved. Additionally, focusing on a single sport can lead to psychological distress and it might lead to a psychological burnout, which is noted in a lot of studies involving young badminton players where they reported increased monotony and burnout in their training sessions. This will eventually lead to athletes dropping out from the sport in the future. Furthermore, a singular focus on a racket sport will lead to a limited development in varied motor skills and athletic development, which is normally observed in a child who engages in multiple sports. Research in sports science suggests that athletes who engage in multiple sports in their developmental years tend to have greater motor skill ability, greater agility, balance, flexibility, and all the components required for racket sport specialization. These factors collectively point towards having a more balanced and diversified approach to sports in young athletes' early years, prioritizing long term athletic development and overall well being over immediate specialization. As we've seen, early specialization is not a straightforward approach. It varies greatly depending on the sport, the individual athlete's physical and mental development, and their long term goals. The journey in sports should be a balance of skill development, physical health, and psychological well being. From a scientific standpoint, early specialization comes with its risks and its rewards. The risks include increased chances of overuse injuries, psychological stress, and a potential burnout. However, for sports demanding early peak performance, it could be essential. The key is in understanding the physical and psychological demands of the sport and tailoring the training accordingly. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.